Hey there ghouls and creeps, I'm Brit, and welcome to my channel where we do spooky DIY home and lifestyle content all year long. Today we're going to be taking 4 garments from my wardrobe and completing some challenging, some easy alterations. Let's get started. So first up is this dress from Sprout. I absolutely adore the simple silhouette and the casual dress-up option that it offers to my wardrobe. The only thing that I think I'm going to do to this one is removing 5 inches from the hem, and then this one will be good to go. I received this Wednesday Addams dress as a Christmas gift, and I've yet to wear it because I want to shorten the hem by about 5 inches, and also the cuffs aren't mirrored. I don't know if you can see that, but now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. The good news is that I get to modify them and make them my own. I got this dress a little while back on the Killstar website, and I thought it would be really cool to create like a repeating print for the sleeves, which I'll first create in Adobe Illustrator, and then I'll take that file and cut it out on my Cricut Maker machine. Next is the spring ribcage tee from Crypt & Coffins, which I absolutely love the print, but I knew when I bought it that I was absolutely going to have to do some sort of dye treatment on it simply because I cannot be trusted to wear white. My plan is to do a black tie-dye only because I've seen some examples of folks taking black dye and tie-dyeing over a black silkscreen, and it looks really cool, so we'll see how it turns out. To get started, I twisted up the Crypt & Coffins t-shirt and tied it up with some cross-stitching floss I had lying around, removed the sleeves from the Killstar sweatshirt dress as well as the underarm seams to lay them out flat. Cut 6 inches off the Sprout dress and cut 8 inches off the Wednesday dress from Hot Topic, as well as removed the cuffs by cutting the sleeve right above the cuff slit. We made it to Joann. Let's get in there and pick up some supplies for these alterations. When dyeing my shirt, I simply followed the instructions outlined on the side of the Rip bottle. I added a little bit of the dish soap to help the dye take more evenly. Not that this was a big concern. I also added a little bit of iodized salt to serve as a fixative. I would have normally soaked the garment in water before dyeing it so that the dye would soak in more readily, but I decided to experiment with dyeing the shirt dry instead. One thing I wish I would have remembered to do was flip the shirt pizza over to the back side and apply dye to this side as well. Because I didn't do this, the dye turned out lighter on the back of my shirt, which you'll see later. Since the Sprout dress is a knit, I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to use my overlock machine to finish the raw edge. I first pressed the hem on my Wednesday dress over 3/8 of an inch with the iron, then folded it over again 3/8 of an inch to conceal the hem edge as I sewed. After making a pattern for my cuffs, I cut out 2 sets of cuff pieces and sewed them together with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. I realized that my sleeve bottom was too large for the bottom of my cuff, so I did a base stitch to be able to gather my sleeve to the proper size. Because my plan to have the cuff seam hidden within the cuff did not work out, I instead overlocked my seam to keep it from unraveling. Luckily, I was able to salvage the buttons from the part of the hem I cut off the dress to be used on the cuffs. I used the Cricut Everyday Iron-On for my sleeve print. Because I only have the 12 by 12 inch mats, I had to slice my repeat print in half to be able to get my project to fit on the mat. Consequently, each sleeve required 2 12 by 12 inch pieces of the Everyday Iron-On. Through trial and error, I found that having my iron set to linen or the cotton setting worked best, and even with that, I had to press the fronts and back sides of my sleeves several times for many seconds to finally get the silkscreen to adhere. My strategy was to test lift the plastic backing away to see if the ink was fusing. If it hadn't yet, I continued pressing the front and back until it finally worked. Because I didn't have black thread for my serger, I seamed my sleeves with both a straight stitch and a zigzag stitch. I then sewed my sleeves inside the sleeve holes, matching my underarm seams to the side seams. Isn't there something just so satisfying about finally finishing a project, or in this case, a lot of projects that you've been putting off for a while? I'm excited about these new updated pieces that I get to add to my wardrobe. My hope is that instead of getting rid of that old shirt, that possibly you'll do minor or maybe even major tweaks to it to give it another life. Let me know in the comments which alteration was your favorite, and be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more spooky DIYs and clothing transformations like this one. Thank you for visiting my creepy craft corner of the internet. I really do appreciate you taking the time to watch. Now without further ado, let's get to the grand reveal.